today, we're going to be talking about how scammers may be targeting your smart TV. I spend an awful lot of time with my smart TV, so I'm not too pleased about this. Nancy, good morning, and tell us how scammers can target victims through any of our devices connected to the internet.
Yes, good morning. Absolutely right. I've talked about, don't forget your phone is a computer. Well, your TV, that's what makes it smart. Scam Tracker has seen many reports about scammers catching people off guard with pop-ups on their smart TVs. And their objective is to steal your personal information and your money. So, what to look out for. So maybe you open up a familiar streaming service on your smart TV. However, you can't log in. Well, this happens to me all the time because I can't remember the passwords. But so instead, a pop-up appears and tells you there's a problem with your device or your streaming subscription, and you need to call a phone number or visit a website. So the phone number, I think, would be very odd, but visiting the website is not uncommon. Don't fall for it, though. If you call the number, scammers pretend to be customer service representatives, and they'll insist that you pay an activation fee or allow them remote access to your smart TV. So that sounds really bad. You don't want to do that. If you pay the fee, the con artist will get your credit and debit card number. And if you give them access to your device or click on a link that they provide, the scammers could install malware on your TV and use it to gain access to sensitive personal information. So this is not good. It's something that we're probably not thinking of. And so that's why I'm here to let you know of the new ways that scammers can try to get our money, try to get our personal information. Sometimes they'll ask you to fix an issue by paying them with gift cards. This is like 3 red flags right there. One consumer reported to us that after calling a number that appeared on the pop-up, a scammer instructed them to purchase 3 $100 Xbox gift cards to add anti-hacking protection to their account. So they bought the gift cards and they contacted the number again, and at that time it became clear they were dealing with scammers. So if anybody asks for a gift card to pay for anything other than you're at Macy's and they want your Macy's gift card, don't do it because it's definitely a scam. Gift cards are gifts and they're meant to be spent that way. So how do we avoid this? Double check any fees you have to pay. If the scammers ask you to pay an activation fee or an antivirus protection fee or any other kind of fee, research beforehand. Go to their official site and see what's on their site. We've heard a lot of demands for activation fees to use a Roku device. A quick online search will reveal that Roku never charges activation or registration fees. So just make sure you do your research first and don't fall for fake websites. It's really easy to create a fake lookalike website, and scammers love to do that. They use a URL that's just a letter or two off from the real one. And so it's hard to detect unless you really look carefully at that URL. Fake websites are a big threat, even on smart TVs. So double check and always protect. A way to protect yourself is to avoid clicking on any links or pop-ups. And it's a new world we live in, and we have to be on guard for these things. So if there's a customer service number they want you to call, double check it. Don't just call the number because they're going to answer customer service. That's what they're saying they are. You need to go to the official website and find out what the official customer service number is. And don't ever let anyone control your device remotely. Scammers will ask for remote computer access or access to your smart TV, but they could also install malware. They can get your personal information. They can do a lot of damage when they're there. So along with this, there's a lot of new rules coming out on streaming services. I read the other day that Netflix is really cracking down
Hmm.
on sharing passwords, and if you're not in the same household, they're going to figure that out by the IP. So we are going to be bombarded with different types of messages from these streaming services, and be some will be on the up and up and others won't. So you really need to do your research and go to the official website for that streaming service and make sure that they're whatever they're requesting is on the up and up. So I don't know if you remember, Hank, about this time last year, I took a, a little tour of the dark web,
Right.
and I found the price index, and so the price index for streaming services, it's still increasing. You know, they get a lot of money for the streaming services to have the logins and passwords for them, and the top one, the average they sell about $11, but the top one is Apple Music or Disney Plus, and they get about $15 for those.
Wow.
Spotify and Netflix are right behind at $12, and Amazon Prime is offered for about $9. So this is an industry for them.
Yeah.
They want to collect these logins and passwords and sell them to other people.
That is amazing. It's a little scary about those lookalike sites too. I do have to say, and I don't think Ben will mind me telling this story, but Ben, just the other day, this is how ingrained all of this is with us now, Nancy. Because I don't think that Ben, you weren't talking to scammers at all, but they wanted to take over your site because it was like they're describing to Ben, how to do it, and they're there. Listen, do you just want to let us in and we'll do it? And Ben's like, no, you can't. You can't take over my computer, because even though you felt you were talking to some folks who were legit, it's like no, it is ingrained in us now. There are some things that are just no-nos, and immediately our radar goes up because the red flags are out there. So we're very careful now with all of our login information and everything else.
That's good. We have to be.
Yeah.
That would be like leaving a key under your front doormat, so anybody could stop and pick it. It could welcome themselves into your home. We don't want to do that. We don't want to give them access.
Absolutely. Nancy, thank you. Yeah, we use all of these services, Hulu and Netflix and Prime and Disney Plus, so this is a good one for us to beware for sure on our smart TVs. Nancy, thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me on.